Tempting a Marquess by Georgette Brown. Narrated by M. Brown. Copyright 2017 by Wind Color Press. Chapter 1. Regency, England. "Well, your wicked cousin deigns to show, does he?" Mrs. Grace Abbott asked of her daughter Mildred as she looked across the ballroom at a gentleman who had turned many a head by his appearance. Knowing the question to be more of a statement, Mildred, a practical young lady of 24, made no reply as she fanned herself to keep from perspiring overmuch, which she was wont to do in crowded spaces, during uncommonly warm summer evenings, whenever she fretted, and if she should have on one too many layers of clothing. All four of these aspects conspired against her tonight, and the moisture would certainly ruin the many applications of powder her mother, declaring that Mildred's complexion showed too darkly in the summer months, had insisted upon. As the occasion for the ball was Lady Catherine d'Aubigné's 50th birthday, Mrs. Abbott had also insisted Mildred wear the shawl that her ladyship, Mrs. Abbott's esteemed sister-in-law, had gifted Mildred last Christmas. Mrs. Abbott never failed to consider how she might curry the favour of her ladyship, the hostess of the evening soirée. Mildred adored Lady Catherine, but for once her attention was more fixed upon her cousin, the Marquess of Alastair. She had hoped he would be in attendance and had thought of little else on the carriage ride over. Yet, now that she beheld his tall and imposing form, her nerves faltered, and she wondered that she had the courage to speak to him, though she had never before felt intimidated. She was not one given to asking for favours from anyone, let alone the Marquess, but she was in some desperation tonight. "I heard he had been dallying with some chit from the bourgeoisie," Mrs. Abbott continued. "I would have thought, once he had come into the Marquisate, that he would forsake his rakish ways. It is a shame, for the former Marquess was an upstanding man." "You ought not speak ill of Alastair, mamma," Mildred said. "He has been quite generous in providing for my dowry." Mrs. Abbott sniffed. "Well, it was the only proper thing to do, as he can well afford it, and the two of you are cousins." Though her mother, whose older brother had married Lady Catherine, needed no reminding, Mildred replied, "Cousins by marriage." "Cousins none the less." "The Marquess is under no obligation to assist us, even if his aunt married Uncle Richard." "No obligation? We are family." Sensing that her mother was determined to see André d'Aubigné, the Marquess of Alastair, in poor light, Mildred offered no further comment. Nothing short of his lordship offering...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?